if they have known, in case if they have known about Anekantavada, Syadvada, and Nayavada, probably this conflict in the world would have been very well resolved. But unfortunately, the world is in a state of approaching, saying what I say is correct, whether it is Sunni Shias in Muslims, whether it is Catholics and Orthodox in Christianity, or it in between Christianity and Muslims, or any other religion. Luckily, in India, we have those difference of opinion, but I think somewhere we still respect each other religion, and the respect comes from because of Anekantvad, Syadvad, and Nayavad to some extent of understanding. May not be completely, but at least we live in harmony because of this particular thought process which we approach. I will further in the Jain reality, the Nai is differentiated in two subsets, which is very important. One is Dravya Naya. It's focusing on enduring substance, that means which is permanent, and the other thing is Paryaya Naya, which is the changing characteristics. Now, I would like to take a very spiritual example for this. Preeti ma'am, correct me if I am right by giving that example in Dravya and Paryaya, which I understood little bit is. I'm just going to give a try. The something which is permanent is, I think, the soul, the jeev, and the something which keeps changing is the Pudgal, our body. I hope this is a correct example for
not the Pudgal, it is the Paryay. It is not the Pudgal, it is Paryay.
Yeah, so Paryaya, I'm giving an example of the changing of the body which keeps changes. And the permanent thing is the jeev.
You can take the example of gold. Gold is the eternal.
Yeah, gold example.
When it changes from the necklace to crown, that changes its Paryay. So that is Paryayarthik Nai, and this is Dravyarthik Nai.
Absolutely. I mean, that's a much simpler example. I'm trying to take a more philosophical saying, Jiva is permanent and the body keeps changing. I hope.
From human birth to animal birth or to any other life, wherever they are going. That is Paryaya.
That is changing, but Dravya Paryaya is the Jiva, which is permanent.
Soul. That is soul.
Yeah, correct. Thank you. Thank you. I hope you were successful in that. And the other classification of Naya is Arthanaya and Shabdanaya. Arthanaya is the characteristics of the things, which is by probably the meaning itself says it's by meaning, and Shabdanaya is by the language. And these are the further two sub-classification they are given. And they have given again very clearly, very beautifully in this one, 7 Nayas. Probably I'll not be able to tell in Hindi words, but I will read and tell. But what I know is that my understanding of English thing. One is Nayagama Naya. That is a popular standpoint. I can give an example of the Nayagama Naya in many different examples, but one of the examples is in case of the tea is fallen on the shirt, and we typically the shirt is spoiled. But actually the shirt is never spoiled. It is a tea falling on the shirt, but we call it in a popular language which everybody understands. In case if the nib of the pen is broken, we call the pen is broken, but we never say actually perfectly saying, very detailing saying the nib is broken. And basically this means you very popularly gives the point where everybody understands, but they literally doesn't mean that. I typically give this example as in India we give many things saying I will come and meet you in 2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes, I will come and join you. But exactly nobody means 2 minutes. 2 minutes in India is meaning is I'll come late. Give me some time. But it's not exactly 2 minutes. Within 2 minutes I'll come. मैं 5 मिनट में आता हूँ, तो वो 5 मिनट कहने का मतलब है कि मैं लेट आता हूँ, but exactly ये नहीं कि मैं 5 मिनट में आ जाऊंगा. That in India many people understand. This is a popular standpoint of view.
But where this road is going? Actually, road doesn't go.
Road doesn't go. Correct. That's another good example. Road doesn't go anywhere. The other thing, the next point of view is Samgrahanaya, which is a synthetic point of view. There is a very mixed point of view. There is a collective of the realistic and the popular thing. For this, the example is, once somebody mentions certain things, he start imagining things in his mind. He emulates in his mind. For example, if somebody says, shall we go to the temple? Then he start imagining there will be a marble thing, there will be a flooring, there will be a people inside, there will be an idol, there will be a garland. He pictures that thing in his mind. And similarly, like for example, somebody says garden, he thinks there will be enough trees, flowers, and etc. in the garden. And that's what is my understanding is of the collective viewpoint. Means though you may say temple, but in your mind what you are thinking is very, very imagining things, and entire collectively you are thinking about it. So you have a collective viewpoint of the same thing. The third thing is,
sorry to disturb you.
Go ahead, please, ma'am.
For Negamne, what you have explained already, no? Before going to the Sangrahanai, you have to subdivide the Negamne into the three parts. It is called Bhut, Bhavishya, and Vartaman. Past, present, and future Negamne. In the past, probably, whatever was the thing was given you, that only you are using it today. For example, आज महावीर जयंती हम celebrate कर रहे हैं, but actually today it's not the महावीर जयंती. भगवान तो कभी के हो गए, but today we are celebrating, so that is called Bhut Negamne. Then Bhavishya Negamne, in future what you are going to be. For example, the prince is there, we start calling him king, Raja. But actually he's not Raja, he's going to be king in the future. So that is Bhavishya. And Vartaman Negamne is third one, in which you give the example of कि मैं Bombay जा रहा हूँ. But actually you have just मैं Bombay में जा रहा हूँ. But actually आपने अभी घर से निकले भी नहीं है. But you have planned and you have going to proceed, but you have not gone. So it is called the Vartaman में अभी हो रहा है, हुआ नहीं है, but then also you call it as a Vartaman Negamne. So these are the three things that you have to add in that. Bhut Negamne, Bhavishya Negamne, and Vartaman Negamne.
No, perfect. So thank you for giving me the input. Unfortunately, I apologize that I have not gone through the past, present, and the future. But I have a doubt there. I'm not able to understand. I understood the past because we celebrate many anniversaries and birthdays, which is a past which we are celebrating. We also go about the future. You have given the example of king, but I can say he is a would-be bride or would-be groom. But the marriage is still not taking place, but we already announced that she would be a bride or groom before the marriage takes place. But what I have not understood in the present, this one, what you have given example, that I'm going to Bombay, but I have still not started.
For example, you have left from home, and if somebody calls at your residence and asks your wife, where is Mr. Ramesh sir? So what she says, he has gone to London. He has gone to London or he has gone to Dubai. But actually, अभी आप घर से निकल के अभी airport ही पहुंच रहे, still you have not reached. At present, you are on the way. So that is called Vartaman.
So that is good to clarify. That somebody's, yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's all. So
that is called Vartaman. Somebody asked me my wife, but I've already left, and she says he's on the way to London, but I still not reached London. I'm in between. Yes. But that is what is present. Got it. Yeah. I understood. So I'm now going to the third standpoint of view. It's analytic.
And also it has been divided in three parts: Par Sangrahanai, Apar Sangrahanai, and Vyavharnai.
Okay.
Now you just write down the names. I don't want to discontinue your talk, so you can continue, but you have to add the three more divisions over there also for Sangrahanai.
Okay, can you just repeat me those
Smita
three, madam?
Please make a note of it, okay?
Okay, madam. Analytic standpoint of view, this is particularly a different viewpoint, focusing on specific diversity among things. The other person following the Vyavharnaya would say that there is a cloth shop selling the cloth of a particular mill. So if there is a cloth shop, people will generally imagine that all type of cloth. But then in analytical standpoint of view, it very clearly says, though any men's shop or any saree shop will come as a cloth shop, but he says no, it is particularly of the saree shop alone. And when he says analytically saying it's a saree shop, that's what the analytic standpoint of view. This also has the three different divisions, ma'am, in the Vyavahar Naya. No? Okay, I thought
No.
in everything has a three, and I missed out of it. Okay. The Rujustra Naya, that is the immediate standpoint, this is the immediate viewpoint, focusing only on the present moment of the object without considering is the past or future state. To think the present only is Rujustra Naya. Riju means simple, straightforward. Sutra means to think. To think in a simple way, to accept what is happening before our eyes is Rujustra Naya. For example, a person following the Naya would call a person who does not follow the duties of an aesthetic and ascetic thought he may have put on the clothes of an ascetic. If a man thinks evil of somebody while counting the beads of rosary, he would be called a bad man and a pretentious man according to his Naya. If you allow me, I can give many examples in this, but many people we know what is his characteristic. Just putting him as a religious person and all doesn't mean he is religious, but we know the very straight point of view that this guy cannot be religious because we have certain information about him, or the past or the future. But I don't want to name any person's name here. There are many I come across in my life. The fifth one is verbal standpoint. This is a syntactical viewpoint where the grammatical form of words such as tense, gender, number influences of description of the object. For example, Purandra, Devendra are different names of Indra, but a person following the Naya considers each word as a denoting Indra, that is comprehending the meaning of Indra only through the Mehabin. Can I give also the example of Mahavir Bhagwan here? We call it as a Vardhaman, we call it as a Mahavira, many names, but actually we know that all addressed to only 24th Tirthankara, who is the Mahavira. Is that is right example, madam?
Yeah, you can. It is right example.
Okay, thank you. So this is from a better understanding. The sixth is a very conventional standpoint of view. This is a etymological viewpoint where the meaning of the word understood based on its etymology. For instance, a word pankaj means born from mud, specifically associated with flower. Sambi Ruddha. Sambi Ruddhanai. Yeah. So it is like if the two people are eating together, one might call it sharing a meal, but a person following the viewpoint might say consuming food, focusing on the extraction rather than the social aspect of sharing. So this is a very conventional point of one can think. The last is a very interesting, and the realistic is actualistic standpoint of view. This functional viewpoint, there is a word.
1 minute, sir. For Sambirud Nai, what is the difference between Sambirud and Shabdanai? आप अभी Sambirud Nai बताया ना? Just now you explained about Sambirud Nai. So Sambirud Nai, in that also, the different names of Mahavira you have given, okay? So whatever Correct. The name you have given, that is Paryayvachi according to Shabdanai. But when you come across the Sambirud Nai, when you come towards that word, it means the same. For example, for Mahavir, you can call him only when he annihilates all the karmas. He becomes Mahavir. And you will be calling him Vardhaman only when he's in the childhood. मतलब जो शब्द है ना उसका वो पर्टिकुलर मीनिंग के समय में ही आप उसे बुला सकते हैं. That is called, for example, here they've given Purendra, Shakendra and all, no? So that you can call him Purendra only when he is नगर का जो विनाश कर रहा है during that time. You can call him the other पर्यायवाची Shakendra when he is showing his effort. मतलब उस वर्ड का जो पर्टिकुलर मीनिंग है ना, even though they are पर्यायवाची, even though they are synonym, but it has particular meaning. And that particular meaning will be used only in the particular time, not all time. Are you getting
So,
my
ma'am,
point?
I'm little confused. No, I'm little confused because I thought what you said, when he becomes Tirthankara, then only he's called Mahavir. But before that, he was called Mardhaman, another thing. That is more to the seventh standpoint of view, which is Evam Bhuta Naya, because actualistic standpoint of view. Am I not right? Because that's where this
Yeah, that
example.
is also right. So still you explain that, then I will show you the difference.
So basically, in actualistic point of view, is somebody when she is teaching. So I will call you that you are my professor when actually you are teaching. But when I meet you somewhere outside or somewhere, then I will just call you as a Preeti ma'am. I will not address you as a professor Preeti ma'am. Like I will address you when actually you are in that action. Like for example, anybody who is flying the aircraft, I will call him pilot when actually he is flying the aircraft. But otherwise, I'll just call him by name and address him by name. That is actualistic, means you will address a person with the title when actually he is performing his duties, which the title has been given. Either it is a teacher, pilot, or for example, there are many examples as a doctor or a lawyer. When he's practicing in the court, then only we call him as lawyer. Otherwise, outside he's just like any other human being. So these are the labels which we are given, depends on what their education is and what their profession is. And that label we will do actualistic when actually they are practicing that. Otherwise, we will call them as an ordinary, however you address them. So a brother is a doctor, you will call him when he's doing a doctor profession, but when home you call him as younger brother, or however you want to answer. That's what I thought. The Mahavir example, after Tirthankar is actualistic, like he's become Tirthankar now. And before Tirthankar, he's more like a Vardhaman. If you can clarify that one.
Yeah. So now we have got three divisions. Okay. Last three divisions now we are discussing. Shabdanai. Okay. Shabdanai,
Yeah.
Sambirudnai, and Evam Bhutanai. These are
Correct.
the three things. Now in the Shabdanai, it will be used as a common noun. I am a
Okay.
lady. I am a woman. Okay. And now when in the second Evam Sambirudnai, what all other synonyms are given to me are, it has special meaning. For example, when as a common person, I am a lady, but along with that, I am a wife, I am a daughter, I am a mother, I am a cook, I am all the things are there which are used only for me. That is Sambirodnai. But actually, when I'm performing particularly for that particular thing, it is Evam.
Got it.
In
I'm more or less clear. What you mean to say is
second one,
specifically,
no?
I will just explain the way I understood. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I've given 2-3 nicknames for me when I'm born, but I'm a male, and that falls into Sabdanaya. I'll be called with different name, and I'll call as a male. But when I
all are your synonyms. That is called Sambirudnai.
Yeah, the Samirudna is when I become a father, when I become a husband, then I'll be addressed as a father. I have a father-in-law.
That becomes third one, Evam Bhutnai.
Evam Bhutnai is probably when I'm my specific profession when I'm performing that is not Evam Bhutnai.
Yes. When you're talking
so
to
same
your
person.
wife, you are husband. When you are dealing with your kids, you are father. When you are going and dealing with your business partners, you are a businessman. Actually,
So that is Evam
Bhutnai. That is third one, Evam Bhutnai.
Evam Bhutnai. Clarified, man. Thank you. Very, very clear. Absolutely clear. Crystal clear. So I'm just trying to explain these 7 points. I hope I am right. The way very complicated subject called religion is taken. The first popular standpoint of view is all religions are equal. The synthetic point of view is religion started by my elders. The third one, which is actually analytical point of view, is religious causes happiness. The straight standpoint of view is detachment leads to religion. The verbal standpoint of view is Samkita as the origin of religion. The conventional point of view is understanding the 9 tattvas is religion. And the actualistic point of view is religion destroys karmas and leads to liberation. I hope I've somehow tried to explain religion in 7 different point of view, how stands point of view, how one can see religion as.
Yeah, but this is perfect. This is something nice. But for Sangram, you cannot say religion started by my elders. Sangram is the all the religions names. मतलब इस्लाम धर्म है, क्रिश्चियन धर्म है, जैन धर्म है, जो अलग अलग धर्म के नाम है ना, वो है होते हैं संग्रह में. समझ में आया?
Okay, maybe I will change that to saying different type of religion, but wherever it is followed by elders, that is anyway, I have to differently phrase it. Agree, madam.
Some it is perfect, but some you have to Ruju Sutra nahi, how you can say it is detachment leads to religion.
There's a straight standpoint of. So Ruju says straight standpoint, like it's a straight line. Like if you are anybody detached, like for example, sadhu sadhis, and that's one religion they are following, it comes out very clearly because they are detached from everything.
No, Ruju Sutra nahi says that कोई भी सेठ हुआ होगा in the past, पर अभी वर्तमान में वो भिखारी है. But then also we call him सेठ only. Are you getting my point?
Oh, I got it,
That
but I was completely misunderstood.
That is Ruju Sutra nahi.
But how do somebody know the past? But how do somebody knows the previous thing saying he was?
Obviously, one person was very rich, and you used to call him the Nagar Seth. So you used to always call him Seth. But now he lost everything, all the money he lost. He doesn't have any pie. But still, because you were used to call him Seth, you are still calling him Seth only by name.
Got it. But I think I have to do a little more
present.
deeper study and understanding. I'm more or less done. This is what I understood a little bit about Naya. Not easy subject, much deeper, but I have to go a long way.
1%. Yes. Very nice.
Thank you.
At least you have made you have come up with so many things. It is good. Nice presentation. So you can make some corrections and you can correct it. And you can add some subdivisions also. And your chapter is done.
I will definitely do that. I will probably present the next karma. I'll take one more day timing and I'll fix that.
Sure.
Thank you so much. I thank you everybody to be patient with me and listening to whatever I try to explain a little bit. Thank you.
Okay. Chalo. So shall we end the class over here? आप लोग next class में कोई anybody is presenting tomorrow?
मैम मैं कर सकती हूँ.
आप कर सकते हो साथ जी?
हाँ
ठीक है. तो कल दीजिए आप अपना दूसरा प्रेजेंटेशन, नहीं तो मैं अपना क्लास कंटिन्यू करूंगी. यू लेट मी नो.
फिलोसॉफी वाला.
ठीक है. चलो आज का क्लास यही खत्म करते हैं. तो सर जी कल आप प्रेजेंट कर देना.
हाँ मैम.
ठीक है. सबको जय जिनेंद्र.
जय जिनेंद्र.
कोमल क्या मैसेज लिखा है? आई डोंट नो.
She also wanted to do.
Komal also wants to do tomorrow?
Yeah.
No, दोनों का नहीं होगा मेरे ख्याल से. आज तो एक्स्ट्रा क्लास हमने ले लिया, एक्स्ट्रा टाइम ले लिया because sir will not be free afterwards. So we'll see. Both of you be ready. चलो bye जय जी. The next sir wants to take you, let me know in advance. तो ये हरी भरी है. चलो bye.